Women's Africa Cup of Nations, some of the things the team have been doing in the last 2 years. Let's acknowledge the presence of the Technical Director of the Ghana Football Association, Professor Joseph Kwame Minta. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I will hand over the microphone to Mr. Gideon Fosu, a member of the Executive Council, to walk us through what to expect and to welcome the coach to Ghana.
Thank you very much, Henry, and good morning once again to everyone here present. I think that I'm doing this, and this is, I have to say this before I even start talking, okay? I'm doing this on behalf of the President of the FA, Mr. Simon Ketu. I'm sure that if he was here, he would have wished to do this all by himself. Okay, so that said, I think from the videos that we have seen right now, we know the journey that we have worked on these few years with Nora as the head coach of the senior national women's team. Nora took us from one point and has brought us to another point. I think today marks yet another memorable day for us in our footballing history as far as the women's national team is concerned, that we are going to have to also write the name of another coach in our history as a nation. And so today actually is a very important day, especially for our women and for all Ghanaians for that matter. I think there are some just few things I would like to say. Like I mentioned earlier, we have been on a journey. It has been a progressive journey. One thing from the videos that I was watching right now that I wish would improve would be the spectatorship at our matches. And so if you find yourself here or the media houses in here today, I think our charge is very simple for us to ensure that our subsequent games, we see a lot of fans at the stadium to support our ladies whenever they are playing. And so it's a charge that for all of us here, we would have to be able to deal with. Okay, so this morning, once again, coach, and I would mention his first name just for good reason. For those of you that have been to Sweden and the Scandinavian countries, I am sure that you will find it very comfortable to mention his last name. But Coach Kim went through a rigorous selection exercise, and he came out top. And so that tells us that he is the best that we can have to fit actually in the shoes of Nora. And our prayer and our hope is that wherever we have started from, we are going to progress from there, we are going to improve. And so Coach comes in at a very important moment in our footballing history where we are going to be playing the AFCON. And so Coach, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Right, officially I am just going to unveil Coach and then officially also tell him that he's now a part of, first of all, Ghanaians, second of all, the Ghanaian women football family, and of course also a part of the Ghana Football Association. And so Coach, today we are giving you a lot of titles. First of all, you're a Ghanaian. Which day were you born?
Which day?
Yes, which day?
December 18th. 1981.
Monday to
I don't know, Friday or
Friday, okay. So officially your name or your Ghanaian name is Kofi. Kofi Kim.
Kofi?
Yes. Okay. All right. So Kofi, welcome to Ghana, and it is our prayer and our hope that you would succeed as a coach, and your name will be written boldly in our history books as the coach that came, saw, and conquered. You're welcome once again.
Thank you so much.
And so on behalf of the president of the FA, Simon Ketu, I officially unveil Coach Kim as the head coach of the women national football team of Ghana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gideon Fosu. Thank you. Came last, Björkegren.
Yeah, I mean, I started, of course, to work in Sweden. I'm from there. I had some successful years. I had a dream, like many other players had, to go abroad. And when I had the opportunity, I did that. So I worked in Asia as a coach in China, for example, technical director in Philippines. I've been winning the title in Cyprus. Worked in the US, one of the best leagues in the world, potential the best. And I've been coaching hundreds of national team players. And I have met many players and coached many players from Africa, specific Ghana, maybe 6 or 7, something like that. They have always been good people, good football player, but people with the heart on the right place, I would say. And so when the Ghana called, it was actually an easy decision to say yes to this job. I think, like I've said before, in football, you know how it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But if you're doing the right things over time, if you work hard, if you are professional, skillful, of course, then the results will be there sooner or later. And that's the job I'm going to do together with my staff and the most important, with the players, of course. All right?
Okay, next question.
Always talking about the fact that you want to improve our rankings. How specifically? What's your focus and what's your vision for that? How do you want to improve that?
Let me just make
It's no easy ways, okay? It's about hard work. My job will be to travel a lot, get to know the people here in Ghana, of course, to watch many games, to have an understanding of the league, meet a lot of players, and it will start from today. But of course also to travel a lot, because many players are abroad, so that will be a part of my job. Of course, I watched all of the games that is possible, more or less, so far in videos, but it is a completely different thing when you meet the player in real life. Okay, so the hard work will start when I meet the players on the pitch, and then I think, like I said, the long-term target should be to drop down. And if it's like that, we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to start with in the FIFA ranking, I don't know. It's out of my control. The only thing I can focus to do is to make sure that we work hard together. We do everything we can to win every single game. And like I said, hard work and to be professional is going to give us the result sooner or later. I've coached a few before. I've been follow African football, especially the big tournaments. I haven't watched the league live yet, but that is something I'm looking forward to do. Like I said, it will start the job today, and we'll probably watch a game already tomorrow. I know the big stars in all the teams. I'm a coach that really like to see and meet people from different cultures. I think that's something that makes us strong to be open-minded. One good example I had was when I coached in the US for Racing Louisville. We actually had the players from more or less all the continents. We had players from China, we had players from New Zealand, from Australia, from Brazil, from Nigeria, from South Africa, from US, of course, from Europe, all right? And I was a coach in the US from Sweden. So for me, I just think it's a strength when you connect with people from new countries and with new cultures. And I'm looking forward to learn and be a part of your culture. I know the DNA of the football here in Ghana is really important. It's not just about result. The result is very, very important in professional football, for sure. But it's also to play a beautiful football, to play the ball on the ground, and that is something we will not change. Of course, there are details that I think that we can improve, and otherwise, there's no reason for me to be here if I can't make the small details a little bit better. Okay. I think it's a great mix of some players with experience and some young players that's coming up. So I think already now we're good enough to fight against the best teams and have a successful summer to start with. But also, like I said, from what I've seen from the younger teams, like the under 17, for example. There are so many really great players. But of course, if you are like 16, 17, 18 years old, you're maybe not ready today. But in a couple of years, they will be great, I promise you. As long as they work hard together with their coaches and teammates in the club teams, and they take the opportunity every time they have the chance to do something good for the national team here. Then the future will be great, and I'm sure it will be.
Abigail, last question.
Coach, you're welcome. I count our days and certainly for the ultimate, or we are going to make sure we get a slot for the World Cup. And how are we getting all the girls in tune to your rhythm to get either of them done?
I mean, it's always a process. I mean, if you just focus, I know it's like a big tournament is on the way with the World Cup in Brazil, and that will be really important to make sure that Ghana will be a part of that tournament. Okay, but if we're only talking about that, then we're going to miss each day. And the job starts from now. We need to make sure that we improve a little bit every single day. Okay. So it's going to start with the first camp now in Morocco for me and the rest of the staff to get to know the players, and then we will start to building. We're going to do everything we can to make the people proud of the women's national team, the Black Queens, in the summer. But like I said, we need to make sure that over long term that we'll be at least like a top 4 team in Africa with absolutely potential to win the tournament, because we are good enough and we have talent player enough to be there and fight for the title. It's not going to be easy because we know there are other like countries that have the same goals and targets, but we are good enough to give it a real try. And for, like I said, to be top 4 in the next year's tournament and to guarantee that we play in the Brazil, that's a target for sure.
Okay, thank you, colleagues. Thank you so much. Thank you, please. Technical team, technical team members who are here, please join us. Thank you. Professor Joseph Minta, please. Technical Director. Mr. General Secretary, Mr. Samuel Abuabri, please join them. We have also been joined by Madame Vivian Ago. In the interim, let me say that Anita Redu-Minta is assistant coach of the team. Okay, so Christine, Phyllis, Madame Vivian Ago, please come over. And then Fafali Domeasi, Rosalind Amo,